What is up, people? Mr. Fallior here again. So, I don't really know if this is a delivery driver story, at least belongs in the same category, but this was just a really frustrating delivery. So, I don't know how to explain it fully without saying their address, but let's just say their address was Candy Cane Lane, right? But every time that I would put their address in the GPS, it would automatically change it and say Red Licorice Lane, right? And every time I would put in the number and I'd put in the address, the full street name and everything, every time I put in Candy Cane Lane, it would change Red Licorice Lane over and over and over. Last time the GPS did that was because there was a road name change recently. So it was right. It was just the name was changed. So I went, and of course it wound up being wrong. It went to some business that was closed and all of that. So I call them, and they're like, hello? And I say, hello? And then they're like, hello? And then they hang up. So I don't know if she could hear me or what. So then I call back, and then she just refused to answer the phone. So I don't know if she thought it was a prank call or something or what, but then I had to call the pizza place where our the only other worker, um, she answers the phones and stuff, and she answered, and I told her what was going on, and so she had to call them and find out what it is, and they said that the address was right with what they told us it was, not what the GPS is saying. But because the GPS wasn't saying it, so then she said her apartment complex name, and then I looked that up in the GPS, and then that came up as a completely different street and stuff, because like the apartment complex itself is on a different street, right? But then the actual apartment complex has its own street names, and that's the part the GPS didn't know, was the apartment complex's street names. It only knew the street name that you actually go on to get there. That's what was messed up. But that was 14 miles away from where I drove to. So that took 22 minutes to get there. Well, according to the GPS, it says an estimate of 22 minutes. I don't know how long it actually took. Probably 25 for me. So I drove 14 miles to get to their place. And I finally get there. And I go up the flight of stairs. And I knock on their door. But they're not hearing it because their music is all the way through the freaking roof. Which that's bad for several reasons. First of all, it's nighttime. And they're in an apartment with other people, and they still have their music blaring like that, and you expect a delivery, but then you have the music up so loud so you can't hear the delivery person knocking on the door. So I'm doing it over and over and over, and they're not hearing it. So I wait until the song break. It has like that break. You know how some songs are like, it's like really loud, and then all of a sudden it's like a little bit of a quiet period before it starts going loud again. I wait for that quiet period, and then I knock, and then they hear me, and then they answer the door. She answers the door, and I give her the food. I say sorry about the confusion and stuff, and she's like, and I said, the GPS just kept changing the address to this other one. And she's like, yeah, I know, it does that to us too. If you know that the GPS isn't going to take you to the right spot, and you know that that happens to your own GPS and other people's GPSs, and when you get deliveries, it happens to them too, why would you not tell us that ahead of time when you ordered delivery, knowing it was going to happen to us as well? Or that it probably could happen to us? Why would you not give us the heads up? At least give us the apartment name ahead of time so I can make sure nothing. She knew ahead of time and still had me go to the other place first before she told us. I'm waiting for that one delivery, miracle delivery that some delivery drivers have gotten, where like the people that you go to give you like $100 bill tip, and they're like, here you go. I need it. You need it more than me, or something like that. You know how delivery sometimes, very rarely, it happens, but somebody that's like well off, just wants to be nice and tips them. Nice delivery. Not. I mean, even if it's not a big tip, just something that's like a good experience would be nice, or funny. The finger in the butt kid. That was funny. I like that. That's entertaining. For me, more of that would be good too. I don't care. Just more good stuff, not extremely freaking frustrating stuff like this that makes me want to go insane. Because it is about the money in a way, because, we're not well off right now. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't have to be a big tip for it to be a happy, good experience for me. It could just be a funny experience or something like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed now. Uh, yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.